Hello, we are Football Couple.
Hello.
And today we are going to be showing you a few different ways that you could store your Topps Best of the Best 2020-21 collection. And then we'll also be doing a binder update at the end to show you how we've got on so far. I think we've done pretty well, so that's worth checking out.
Yeah, we're quite close to completion.
So the first option, and it's fairly bog standard option really, if you do pick up the tin, it is a nice size to store the cards in afterwards. So we'll show you what we mean. There we go, we have all our spares in there at the minute, just to give an example. The only issue with this is, as you can see, they do move around a lot. And it is quite heavy actually, isn't it? So,
yeah, but if you are collecting this collection, this is going to be the cheapest way to store your cards. Yes. They're going to be more expensive as we go through. We've done a lot of research and these are the best three that we can find. So like we said, the tin. Yeah,
it's not ideal, but if you are struggling for budget and you do buy the tin, it's a good little option for you. So we'll just move that aside for now. We will try and give you a few little tips as well along the way. But next up we have this sort of individual sleeve. This is called a team bag.
Yeah, these are designed to hold PSA slabs.
Yeah, but they do work out pretty well for the card because it is kind of a similar size. It's a little bit longer than a PSA card, but it does work quite well, and you could probably get a couple in there. And like we said, this is probably the next cost-effective method of storing cards.
Yeah, they do seal at the top as well, so you can make it tighter.
You can undo it here.
Or bigger if you need to be.
So yeah, they do seal, which is good for dust. It's good for light, and they are acid-free as well, so always something important to look out for. We'll go over that later though. Okay, so that's option number 2. So option number 3, and the option that we have chosen to go with, this ring binder. So we've gone ahead and picked up the Ultra Pro Collector's Album, but you don't have to choose this one. There is cheaper options on the market. This one costs about £10. So we haven't put that in the links in the description, but you can find all the other options down there, so go ahead and check that out. So like I said, this is probably a more deluxe kind of binder, so it's nice and padded.
Yeah, it's just our personal preference. Like Missy said, you can choose any. But we would advise getting a 3-ring binder at minimum. Don't go with a 2-ring binder because that is going to be risky. Any ring binder is risky to your collection because there are known issues with damage. And if you are going to go with a ring binder, we'd advise to not store it flat, not to keep things on top of it. Store it upright, stood on the bottom, on a shelf, a bookcase probably.
Yeah, and that's why it is better to go with a 3-ring binder because it holds the page in and it supports it, whereas a 2 it will wobble. And if you do go with this album, we do suggest to always have it flat on a flat surface, otherwise you will start to get splits down here.
Yeah, when you open it, when you're using it.
So that's always something to be careful of, and with a 3-ring binder, try to avoid opening it here because you will just end up bending that and it won't connect properly. Best thing to do is 2 fingers like that and just push it apart. I won't do it because it's loud. Okay, but for the pages we have decided to go with this 4-pocket page. It is technically a sort of vintage postcard option is the technical use for it, but it does fit these cards. So if you have a look, it fits it quite nicely. There's a little bit of sort of
overhang.
Yeah, but if you look, it does fold. It's not going to damage the cards at all. And this option is acid free, like I said. That is very, very important.
And you have all the ring holes there for whichever binder you choose.
Yes, because if you do end up with an acid option, then all that will happen is over time the ink will start to get drawn away from the card and it will damage it. You may as well just not protect them if you go with that kind of option.
Acid free all the time.
Yes, it's very, very important to keep an eye out for that if you do go with a different option.
But these were quite expensive. We did have to buy them in a bundle of 100, so we've had to pay £20 for these. So if you're not willing to pay £20, what we did with this is we just measured the card and we took the dimensions and searched for pocket pages and got the closest we could get. We think these are the best out there that are available, but like we said, we did have to buy them in a batch of 100.
Yeah, and you do only need 25 for this collection. So I guess if you've got a few friends and you want to split it, that would be pretty good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's just have a look at the collection itself.
Yep, so this is going to be our binder update for the Best of Best collection. But like we said, if you want to check out any of the options that we described in today's video, you can find all the links to them in the description.
Yeah, and if you do have a different option that you've decided to go with that you think's better, then do let us know.
Yeah.
It's always fun to learn new things about collecting, so like we said, let's get into the binder. So there we go, there's the first page, starting with these shot stoppers. So they are numbered on the back, which I personally would like to see it on the front, maybe just there, just a little
Yeah, so we've organised it, just the numbers run through, and there are so many different types of base cards, like shot stoppers here, and they're sort of organised into those categories, which is nice. And they do look nice together, don't they?
They do, yes. As you can see, there's slight different coloration in the different types of cards, so that's quite nice as well, once you get them all together.
There's the tacklers.
I just think a collection needs a binder, doesn't it? Look how much better that is.
I always feel more connected with a collection, knowing what I need, knowing what we've got, seeing them all together.
Yes.
That looks better than it did in the tin, doesn't it?
It does look a lot better, yes. So onto the rookies. Loved that these were in here, actually, just as a base card as well, like just randomly in packs.
Yeah, half the Dortmund team, isn't it?
It is half the Dortmund team, yes. Pretty much half the Dortmund team, and then a good chunk of, like, Barca.
Others.
Yes. So that's pretty cool. Let us know in the comments which was your favourite type of card. That's always fun. And this Ronaldo, we ended up getting 5.
Yeah.
That is insane.
One in every opening we did.
But we need one of the cards later on, and that drives me mental.
Yeah.
Not cool.
We only need one base card, which is nice.
Yes, so hopefully we'll be able to pick him up kind of cheap, I guess. But it wasn't the best one to be missing, to be honest. There we go. It's a golden goal scorer's Haaland. I mean,
it's one of the worst ones to need, I think.
It's up there, isn't it? But it's okay, it's okay. We can pick it up, it's totally fine. Okay, so there we go, on the rest of the golden goal scorers.
Yeah, there's the other Ronaldo that we only managed to get one of.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's just crazy, isn't it? Weird luck. So there was more golden goal scorers than other cards. The same with the team cards, I think there was the same amount. But there we go, and I don't know.
Yeah, the horizontal cards, they do look nice together, but I don't want to be turning my binder around, you know?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. It's just not our personal preference. That's all it is, really. But there we go, there's all the teams. We did complete all the teams, so that was pretty cool. As you can see, they look quite cool, don't they?
That way, as opposed to the other way with the players at the top, because the number in there, like Mrs. said, is on the back. So we've just put it as the number at the top.
And another thing that we did think when we was doing the binder is if we're going to have those that way, and there's inserts that are that way too, it would have been nice for that to continue as opposed to keep chopping and changing. But onto the inserts anyway, we have these summer transfers here.
These look really nice in a binder.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Really, really cool. So we did manage to get all of those, so that's pretty awesome. There we go, look, like I said, it just kind of starts randomly. If it had continued, it would be better. Masters and Apprentices there. Another awesome card, isn't it?
Yeah, we did pretty well for that, didn't we?
We did. I think we managed to complete all of these. It's just
the team
foil
captains,
hollows,
I think,
yeah, things. So
captains.
There we go.
The rainbow foils, wasn't
onto
it?
the teammates. Very cool. I do love the collection, to be fair. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then things get a little sketchy, and we need to pick up a lot of things to complete it, but we're close, so...
Yeah, with the Champions League moments, there are 2 Messis and 2 Ronaldos, and we need one of each. We did manage to get 2 of those ones, but not the other one, which would go there.
Yeah, we do need the Bayern team celebration, which is a really cool card, and we didn't manage to get it, so I was pretty disappointed about that, but we did pretty well, I think. The Fatty, I think, is probably one of the most expensive cards. Crazy.
So that would be the other Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The captains,
cool.
We didn't do well at all. We still need quite a lot. We doubled up on a few.
Yeah, I can't remember which player it is, but we got like 4, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few gaps in this, unfortunately, but we'll fill it out. No
it's
problem.
Unfortunate. We got unlucky, I think, with these.
Pepe we had quite a lot of that one, didn't we? Navas, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Ooh,
he was the first one we got as well.
Yes. So there we go, that is the full checklist of the collection itself. Then we do have a few exclusive cards in the back. So there we go, put them all together. Looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, these were from the tin, of course. Yeah, and what we plan to do is we plan to get a different type of pocket page that is just one sort of slot, because they will then fit the masterclass cards. So imagine that, just there. Maybe have to be a little bit smaller maybe, but either way it's better than just having them out, because we did manage to get all 5 of these in our most recent opening, I think. So yes. We got the Kante. I mean, it would be nice to have it in the binder, wouldn't it?
That is the advantage of a ring binder. You can sort of have different size cards all together, so
Messi, and then Ronaldo, Van Dijk, and Lukaku, which was the only one we managed to get twice. So that was nice. I just think if we could just get it in anyway, just in the back somewhere, in a different type of pocket page.
Yeah, that is going to be the goal. So what we'll do later is we'll measure the card, then you have to do a lot of looking, and you just find the closest thing, basically.
The tricky thing is the width, because they are a strange width. The length isn't so bad, but the width is because as you can see, it is quite short compared to a normal sort of pocket page. Maybe if we've got another 2 on there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but we're just happy that we managed to find some pages and we managed to put the collection together.
Yeah, and like we said, we can now appreciate the collection a bit more. Now it is in a binder. I think everyone's the same with that. And as we went through all the options, you can find the links in the description, the team bags, the pocket pages. Well, we won't include the binder because that is optional. But if you do want to know where we did get the binder, you can ask us in the comments, I guess.
Yeah, just let us know if you do want to know. We can link it up, I guess, if you really want it, but we won't do to start with. And
if you do have a better option, like Laura said, let us know that in the comments as well. Yeah, shame we didn't quite manage to get it complete. We're close, because Match Attax Extra is released in a day or 2. Hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on plenty of that. There's some rare cards to go after, so we might be doing a few hunts there.
No doubt, no doubt.
Hurricane Diamond, I think there's only 100 that exist.
Oh, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare, but we're going to do it, I'm sure.
But we'll have plenty of openings on that, so be sure to look out for that. But for today, that is going to do it, so we'll see you next time.
Bye.